Carlo Rota continues to make waves on General Hospital as Jenz Sidwell, one of Port Charles's most chilling and strategically dangerous antagonists. And recent episodes have shown just how deeply entrenched Sidwell has become in the town's most pressing crises. In the latest weeks, Sidwell has not simply been lurking in the background. He's taken an active, menacing role in shaping multiple storylines, proving that he's not just another villain of the week, but a mastermind willing to manipulate, intimidate, and escalate his reach whenever a challenge presents itself. What's most striking about Sidwell right now is how calculated his moves have become. He doesn't act impulsively, he engineers situations to benefit his broader goals, often using fear, secrecy, and leverage rather than brute force, although he's proven not above violence when he believes it necessary. Recent episodes have shown Sidwell intensifying his campaign against some of Port Charles's most beloved characters. He has made clear that he is not afraid to corner people, threaten them with damaging information, and use incriminating photos, sometimes doctored or selectively leaked, to control outcomes. One particularly chilling sequence had him showing Laura Collins a photo that appeared to implicate her in a situation involving a dead body, leaving both Laura and fans reeling as they questioned what was real and what was manipulation. That moment was a prime example of how Sidwell's presence is more psychological threat than direct confrontation, and how his schemes can unsettle even the sharpest, most resolute characters. Even more explosive, however, has been Sidwell's involvement in the Professor Henry Dalton situation. Sidwell was revealed to have directly confronted Dalton and shot him, removing a dangerous liability and then weaving a narrative that could shift suspicion onto others. The body ended up in a trunk, creating one of the most shocking reveals in recent episodes and setting off a chain of fear, confusion, and suspicion among many characters in Port Charles. Through it all, Sidwell has managed to maintain a facade of calm control, even as his actions create chaos around him. While his plans often play out behind the scenes, Sidwell's influence hasn't gone unnoticed. He's become both a direct threat and a looming presence over characters like Laura, Sonny Corinthos, and others who find themselves drawn into his web of intrigue. For example, even as Laura struggles to maintain her strength and dignity in the face of his blackmail attempts, Sidwell has only doubled down, showing that he's willing to push, test, and exploit any weakness he detects. Sidwell's agenda isn't limited to psychological manipulation and murder cover-ups. He's also made big moves socially and politically. He's been involved in throwing high-profile windmere parties that, while seemingly glamorous on the surface, serve strategic purposes, gathering information, shifting alliances, and reminding people that Sidwell is as socially powerful as he is cunning. His reach even extends to aligning with other shadowy figures. A new character, WSB director Ross Cullum, has been introduced as a secret partner in crime, suggesting that Sidwell's schemes may soon intersect with even broader, more dangerous forces. This partnership raises the stakes considerably, signaling that Sidwell might not be acting alone, and that whatever mystery or final project he's tied to could involve powerful backers with their own agendas. Despite all this, Sidwell isn't simply a one-note villain. His interactions reveal a layered antagonist who uses intelligence, leverage, and hidden alliances, rather than just guns and threats. That kind of complexity has made him increasingly compelling and terrifying to viewers, who now see him as a major fixture in Port Charles's narrative landscape rather than a fleeting troublemaker. Meanwhile, the emotional and narrative consequences of Sidwell's actions continue to ripple outward. Sonny has been forced into reactive mode, trying to protect his family and the city from Sidwell's escalating provocations. Other characters like Britt Westburn and Rocco Falconeri have found themselves forced into uncomfortable alliances or tense confrontations because of Sidwell's power plays. And even characters with no direct ties to his schemes have felt the shockwaves of his violence and manipulation. Carlo Rota's portrayal has been central to all of this. Rota has imbued Sidwell with a controlled, chilling intensity, a man who speaks softly but whose threats hit with explosive impact. The character is cerebral rather than brash, preferring to pull strings and watch chaos unfold rather than dive into it recklessly. That methodical menace has made Sidwell a standout antagonist in recent months, someone who isn't just dangerous in action but terrifying in possibility. Looking ahead, all signs point to Sidwell remaining a key player, possibly even more so as new alliances expand his influence and as Port Charles's major storylines begin to intersect with his machinations. Whether he's leveraging evidence, manipulating emotions, or plotting his next strategic move, Carlo Rota's Jenz Sidwell is not done shaping the fate of General Hospital's most iconic characters. The ripple effects of his actions will likely continue to drive suspense, fear, and dramatic confrontation for many episodes to come.